Dezeray Lyn. I'm a member of International Women's Peace Service.
All right. Let's begin then. Why don't you tell me, and I apologize if I mispronounce his name, tell me who Khader Adnan is and why is he on hunger strike?
Khader Adnan is a 37-year-old father of 6 children. He's a Palestinian man. He's currently enduring his 10th stint on Israeli administrative detention, which is a system of imprisonment, 6 months at a time. Palestinians are usually held without charge or without trial, which is the situation with Khader. He has children and a family to get back to. He's a political prisoner, and this is the second time he's tried to get the world's attention to the system of administrative detention. There's over 500 Palestinians there now, and he's on his 43rd day of hunger strike, and his situation is very critical. He's locked to a hospital bed in an Israeli hospital.
And in order to draw attention to that, you've helped to start this solidarity hunger strike. How many people are joining in, and what's that all about?
There's 162 people as of midnight that will be joining a 24-hour hunger strike. Some people are striking for longer. We want to send a message to the world that human rights crushing systems of imprisonment are not okay, that the occupation is not okay, and that all the ugly mechanisms that go along with it are not going to be tolerated by the people. So we want to send a message not only of resistance but of support to Khader, to let him know that he's not alone, that we see him, that we're fighting alongside him.
I've seen some hashtags and some selfies. What's that all about?
Yeah, we're releasing a solidarity video tomorrow. People from the world wanted to let Khader know that they supported him, so people have been taking photos of themselves with the hashtag Fasting for Freedom, and they've been submitting them to the event page, and we've gotten dozens of them. People from Lebanon, people from all over the U.S., and people from all over the West Bank have been sending messages of support, and the video will be online tomorrow.
You're going to continue your hunger strike until your jury trial. Why are you going on trial?
I'm going on trial for an action I took on November 1st of last year. I locked my neck to a car blocking lanes going into the port of Tampa in order to delay the union workers from coming in to unload an Israeli ship, the Zim Integrated Shipping Services ship that's coming in, because of their complicity in the occupation and because of their complicity in massacres that have happened in Gaza, particularly manufacturing and moving the white phosphorus that was used against Palestinians in Gaza.
What might happen in your trial? What are you charged with? What could you possibly face?
So I'm charged with criminal trespass. I want to make it clear that this isn't something that they're really hot to prosecute. They were wanting to let it go for $75, which is an insult. I'm pushing it to the absolute limit. I'm not accepting any deals they give me. They offered to release me with no charges whatsoever on the day of. But on the day of the court hearing, at least on that day, I'll be able to explain to the jury members, if no one else in the world, that this is what's happening this is what happened in Gaza, this is what's happening in Palestine, and this is what my experiences were in the last 2 months that I spent in the West Bank. And any opportunity I can to let people know what's happening, I'm doing it. And I'll either go to jail from the court hearing, or I'll be tried to let go with a fine, or I'm not really sure what to expect.
If you go to jail, you'll continue your hunger strike?
Of course, yeah. If I am put in jail, I'll continue my hunger strike. And I want to get the word out. So I'm going to push this as very far as I can so that people know, because there's a bill that they're trying to fast track through to force feed Khader and to force feed other striking prisoners who are using their last weapon they have left, their bodies. And it's a disgusting violation of human rights. And so I want to make sure that that doesn't happen, and this is the best way I can think of to do it.
You said you were visiting the West Bank. When you were there, you wrote a blog post for us. Tell us some more about what you saw in Palestine.
That could take hours. For 2 months when I was there, I saw Palestinians shot. One that got his eye shot out. This is for engaging in peaceful resistance and protests and demonstrations against the occupation, a rightful demonstration against them blocking the roads, stealing their land, diverting their resources. So I was able to witness, the soldiers harassing Palestinians, trying to arrest a shepherd as I was interviewing him for getting close to the road with me so I could photograph where he was beaten and arrested at. I was able to, document some of these human rights abuses that are happening at the checkpoints, and document home demolitions and house raids and these census calls that happen in the middle of the night. So I witnessed, a lot of the things that I've heard about, but seeing them in person was something I really wasn't, ready for, I don't think, and something that was really deeply affecting to me, and that I wanted to share with other people.
If people want to know more about your trial, when is it and where is it?
The trial is on the 22nd. It's on Monday, June 22nd. It's at 800 Twigs at the courthouse. Anyone's welcome to come. Starts at 8 a.m. And it's an opportunity that everyone can show their support for Palestine.
Thanks so much for speaking with me.
Thank you for having me.